our skincare is to use it together. So Mary Kay has spent thousands and thousands of dollars to make sure that all these products work together because it's scientifically formulated to work with itself. So what happens is when you're using brand X cleanser and maybe MAC this and Clinique that, and you mix them all together, your skin goes, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And it's essentially chemical warfare on your face. And so when you're wondering, why am I not getting the results that I want? It's because you need to be using products that complement each other. So that is why it's so important, whatever skincare that you do choose, that they work in line with one another. Now we're gonna try our fabulous eye cream. I love it, huge seller. It's our Time-Wise Firming Eye Cream. So what you're gonna notice about our eye cream and what's really important is it's a little bit thicker and rich and creamier. And the reason for that is because most eye creams on the market have a super high water content. And what you're gonna see is when you use those, it's gonna take all of, your eyes are gonna attract all that water and they're gonna become a little bit puffier, and we don't want that, right? So ours has a super low water content and is gonna just make your eyes feel amazing. Trick with your hand that you can do so we can tell you what's the perfect finger to use when you're putting on eye cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you put your hand like this on the counter. You're gonna tuck your middle finger in, and what I want you to do is everybody lift your thumb finger. Okay, super easy, everyone can lift their thumb finger. Okay, now everybody lift up their index finger. Okay, easy. Your pinky finger, got it? Try to lift your ring finger. I can barely lift it off the counter. That is because we have the least amount of muscle in this finger. And so with this delicate part around the eye, we're gonna wanna use this to tap it in there. So we're being very gentle. So our eye cream, go ahead and put that on underneath. I also like to put it on my brow bone because I do not want these sagging in 20 years. I want them lifted and high. So this firms, tightens, and brightens. The difference for eye cream too, some of you might be saying, well, why do I need that? I'm already putting moisturizer on. The reason is because we lack the hydration we need under our eyes and the skin is so thin, it searches for moisture. So with our regular moisturizers, there's more of a high water content in there and it gets all of the water out of it and actually makes our eyes puffier. Has anyone ever noticed that's happened to them? Okay, raise your hand. I know, it's weird. So the importance of this is it's going to actually help with the puffiness, it's gonna help with the darkness. You're gonna actually notice probably in about 5 minutes that your wrinkles are just gonna disappear after putting this on. And then in a couple months, because it has brighteners in it, you're gonna notice that your eyes aren't as dark underneath there anymore. So super amazing. It's a Now that we're done with our skincare, you have this really cute little clothes sheet next to you, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. So go ahead and pull that out and look at it while I'm explaining it to you. What we just tried was our miracle set. Not quite the ultimate miracle set, but we tried the cleanser, the moisturizer, the day and the night solution. So that retails at $90. It lasts about 90 days. So yeah, looking fabulous and anti-aging for $1 a day. Sounds pretty good to me, and it honestly lasts a little bit longer than that. For our Ultimate Miracle Set, if you felt like you were kind of, need a little bit more, we have our fabulous microdermabrasion that you can use at your follow-up mineral makeover appointment, and it's gonna make your skin feel like a baby's bottom. So I know that you're gonna all want that. And then in there as well is our firming eye cream. So that goes for $172. And then if you felt like you need some advanced aging, we have, of course, our Time-Wise Repair Voluform set, which is amazing for deep lines and wrinkles. And then we have the other skincares that you can try also at your follow-up mineral makeover appointment. And then on the back here, we're going to go through this in a little bit later, but this is the skincare that we tried. Quick tip about foundation. For me personally, I find it easier to match everybody in liquid, and then once I have them matched in liquid, because you'll see on your foundation chart, you can move anybody into any color that they want to be in. So that's what I personally do. But if you decide that you're going to have the option of both mineral and liquid, or someone just has to have one or the other, I want to give you the tip about what time the concealer is going to go on. So if you're doing a liquid foundation, you are going to put your liquid foundation on all of your face and then apply your concealer and then finish with powder if that was the case. If you're using a mineral powder foundation, you're gonna go ahead and put your concealer on first and then apply your mineral powder foundation. So it does make a difference of the order that you apply it in, and that's just a quick little easy tip that I choose to do, but whatever works for you is great. All right, the next part that we're going to go on to is our foundation primer. So if you've ever wondered how you look like, an amazing star in the magazine and your makeup looks flawless all day, it is because of our amazing foundation primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you put a thin layer over your whole face. As you're putting that on, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It has SPF 15 in it, so super awesome. It helps to mattify the oils in your face, and it's gonna act like a magnet to keep your foundation from budging all day long and fill in any of those creases, divots, maybe acne scars, and just make it look porcelain all day long. So that's super, super awesome. Now I'm gonna have you guys turn to the foundation page in your book. Right here on page 11. So for today, some of you might have the mineral foundation, some of you might have our liquid foundation, but I just want you to know there's so many options in Mary Kay for our foundation. So we have our luminous for normal to dry skin, we have our matte for oily to combination skin, we tried the foundation primer, and then we have our mineral foundation, and then we also have tinted moisturizer for lightweight on the go, our cream to powder, and our medium coverage. So at your follow-up mineral makeover appointment, you can try another foundation if you'd like to. Oh great, she passed her gift on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put that on with our fingers. Everybody put it on with your fingers. And now I'm gonna show you a really cool trick with concealer. So once everybody has their liquid foundation on, that's when we use our amazing concealer. Let me tell you about our concealer. It is waterproof. It is does not move throughout the whole day. So you could be sweaty, it could be raining, and you're just gonna look super fabulous all day long. And it actually won an award in the Oprah O magazine for being an amazing concealer, and it's only $10. I mean, this you just are gonna have to have, right? So I put a little dollop in your trays, and this is the trick. So we're gonna put a little bit underneath our eyes because it gets dark in there. We're gonna make sure to put some in here because we always get dark in here, so we wanna brighten that up. And I wanna put some over your whole eyelid because sometimes we see our veins or a little bit discoloration, so that's gonna give us a nice, even palette. All right, everybody got that done? Great. So then the next thing I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you put a little bit right here in your nose creases. What that's gonna do is make your nose look smaller and get rid of those dark little areas right there. I know, doesn't your nose look different? It's super cool. All right, the last thing I'm gonna have you do with the concealer is just put under your lip right here. What ends up happening is it's a little bit dark, so it might make your lips look a little bit bigger, and it's also gonna get rid of any of those little acne scars. Now, this is where everybody gets really creative, and I always laugh. You have some extra concealer, a little bit goes a long way. So put it on anywhere that you might have a blemish or a scar or a divot, and go ahead and do that. And you don't have to get crazy, just put it on all those little spots. That's our trick with concealer. Now what we're going to do is our color part of the portion. So I know you've all been waiting for this. This is our cream eyeshadow. I love it. They're crease resistant, waterproof, won't move all day. And it's a super simple dash out the door look. So I'm gonna go around, and you can choose from Glacier Gray or Iced Cocoa for your colors of your lid color. So all I'm gonna do for them now at this point is take the back of my sponge tip applicator. I'm just going to take some off like this, and I'm gonna go put it on their tray, and then they're gonna apply it with their finger. So that's gonna be their base lid color. And then I am going to give them Beach Blonde for on top. So as soon as I get that around to everybody in the table, I'm gonna explain to you that we're gonna take that darker color and we're just gonna put it on our lid. Just kind of pat it, just put it all over, super simple. Then we're gonna take that lighter color, and again, we're gonna put it right in here because we wanna brighten up our eyes, look more awake. Really great trick if you have to get up in the morning and you want to look alive, and then you put it right here on your brow bone. Super simple. Okay, so we have that done, and now we're gonna use our amazing Ultimate Mascara. So now we're gonna try our amazing Ultimate Mascara. It is my favorite ever. It gives you 5 times the volume, so who doesn't, not want that? It is full of conditioners. So just like we would put a leave-in conditioner in our hair and use nice products, products, we want to put great conditioners on our eyelashes. It's going to make them look full and beautiful and not brittle or break off. So super important. Another thing about our mascara is it's ophthalmologist approved. So it's going to be safe for your eyes, it's super gentle, and you're just going to love it. So I'm going to have everybody take their little mascaras and go ahead and put that on. If you didn't have the samplers like I did, you would go ahead and dip the wands and pass one around to everybody. Now we are going to do our blush and bronzer. So let me tell you a couple tricks about this of how you're gonna apply it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cotton pad today at your follow-up mineral makeover appointment. Okay, go ahead, pass it on. You're gonna get to use brushes and try all the different colors that you might need, right? So I have a Sandstone matte bronzer and I have my favorite Shy blush. And what we're gonna do is just take a cotton pad and we're just gonna go like this, and I'm gonna show you 2 tricks for how to put it on, all right? So if we're doing blush, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put 2 fingers right here next to your nose, and you're gonna take this and go from the apple of your cheek, see how it gets kind of round there, and move upward, okay? The reason for that is if we get too close to our nose, it kind of looks like red and weird, and maybe like we had some kind of weird reaction, and that doesn't look good for anybody, right? Right. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do our blush. And then if we do the bronzer, it's gonna be just slightly a little different. We're going to do it a little bit under the apple of the cheek. So this is gonna look funny, but this is what I do. You're gonna suck in your cheeks like a fish. So like this. We want it right under there. That just makes it kind of easy, right? So we're gonna do it right under there. And then we're gonna do it wherever the sun kind of kisses your face naturally. So a great way to remember this too is the shape of a 3 on your face. So I like to do the outside of my hairline into here and then underneath my chin. So down here, it's gonna kind of make us look a little bit thinner. Up here, it's gonna kind of bring in our forehead a little bit, naturally where the sun would hit. And if you want, you can just do a little bit on your nose and your chin, and that's just gonna give you a little bit of color and dimension. So I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna take your cotton ball and you're just gonna decide whether you wanna try the bronzer today or the blush. I always love both, so again, at your follow-up mineral makeover, you can use everything that you wanna use. Okay, great. So after that, now we're gonna play, you guys look fabulous. We're gonna play our fabulous referral game. So I'm super excited. I know that you have all been staring at this the whole party going, oh my gosh, what's in here? I really, really want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass out to you our fabulous referral game. So go ahead and get that ready and get your pen because this is gonna be super fun. Okay, so that was super fun that we played our referral game. I'm so excited for you that you got your gift. I know that you're gonna love it. So now, out of our really cute compact, I'm gonna go ahead and go around and give you guys all some lip gloss. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna smudge it into your